You're welcome back to the chat right here on ChannelOne TV. And to all of you who are talking about my coolie high, people stop saying all the things I say about my coolie high. Allow me to enjoy my coolie high. But yeah, today I'm just decided to feel a bit old school. Yeah, just taking it back a little bit. And I can see your dad is looking at me. He's smiling a lot. Yeah, interestingly, today I have 2 Nanayals on the show. Actually, 3 Nanayals on the show. I'm also a Yao. Nice. Yeah. Anyways, Nanayal and Yao, you're welcome to the studio. I hope you guys are doing good.
I'm doing nice. Thank you for having us.
Nice one. You feel good?
Yeah, you look good.
Oh yeah, Charlie. I feel look good. Right now, every woman I know they get.
I didn't like your chain.
You didn't like my chain? Oh yeah, Charlie. This one is $16 billion. Yeah. And then also all the way in the UK, we have Sakina Ado, who is also joining us all the way in the UK. How you doing, Sakina?
I'm blessed. How are we all in the studio?
I'm doing very, very fine. I mean, it feels good to see you once again after some while, you know. But how you doing? How are you keeping safe in all this protest going on in the UK?
Master, forget about them. We're all okay. We're all doing well. That is up in the north. We're in the south. We're in they're like Kumasi. We're in Accra.
Oh,
so
okay.
We're good.
So they should take off themselves. Anyways, you're welcome to the chat, right? And it's good to have you once again on the show. Today we are going to have a very, very interesting and a beautiful conversation. We are looking at the impact of social media influencers on music promotion. Now, the very first question I want to ask, and to all 3 of you, you can decide to take any angle you want. But I mean, before we go, I mean, Sakina is an artist manager and also a creative consultant. Yaudan is the head of licensing at Mdundo. Am I correct? Mdundo.com, I mean, in Ghana. And then also Nanaya Ayeboafo, I mean, NYB, like we all like to call him, is also a music executive. So today, I mean, people who are in the music space, who also promote music one way or the other, are here to look at the impact of social media influencers. Now, I want to know, to all 3, is influencing a job? Nanaya? Oh yeah, done.
I mean, with the growth of social media and with the digital economy, I think that's a new job.
That's a new job.
That we can say it's a job. It's a full-time career. I mean, when you go to markets like the American market, you have businesses that are like just into influencer marketing. So I can say it's a full-time business.
It's a full-time
business.
All right. Nanaya,
Someone's career.
It's someone's career?
Yes.
Yeah.
Social media influencing.
Now you ask your own case, what do you want to become an influencer?
Yes, content creator.
Yes, it's not a career, a full-blown.
Wow.
In most instances, well paying.
Well paid.
Yes. I mean, they drive all the big cars in town.
You get all the fresh cars.
Yeah, brand new.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Sakina, anything you want to add to this?
Oh no, 100%. I agree with my brothers in the studio. It is a career. It is a job. It is a certified job that everybody should show respect to in the fields and the industries. Yeah.
All right. Now, when it comes to artists, and you, I mean, Sakina, I want to start this off with you. When you are giving somebody consultancy on their creative promotion or anything, do you advise them to make or to include social media influencing in their budget?
Yes.
And why would you
I
do
don't
something
necessarily
like
say it's just influencing or social media. It's part of marketing. I put it under a marketing budget. So within marketing, there's different areas, and that comes within it. It's a very, very big area within the marketing budget.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, I mean, as part of marketing, then you have to add some of these things to your marketing budget so you'll be able to, I mean, get people to do some of these things, right?
Yeah, because the whole premise of marketing is to basically get your name and your product out there. So that's the whole point of why you're using all these different arms to actually get your product out there to hit the masses the way you want to.
All right. Now, Yaudan, what are the things you look out for, or as an artist you should look out for before you partner with any influencer to get to promote your music? Is the history of the influencer anything you should look out for? Is the credibility anything you should look out for? Or is just about the numbers? So once the person has the numbers, this person can be an influencer, I just give him my music.
I mean, I won't lie to you. I mean, I think it starts with the social engagement. It starts with the engagement you can drive to whatever campaign that they are running. I mean, it starts with that before the other things you just mentioned comes in. Personally, I always I tell artists or creatives to always make sure that whoever that you engage in when it comes to influencer marketing, the music shouldn't just be a background music in the content they create. I mean, there should be context added to whatever content they are creating. That's what that can invoke the emotion. I think that's what that can create that snowball viral effect for whatever campaign you are running. So I mean, context is very important to whatever promotion you are running with the influencers.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, NYB, are influencers making songs live for a short period of time?
Live for a short
Period of time. So I'm asking this because, you know, if I'm an influencer and you're coming to pay me 10,000 Ghana cedis to promote your song, of course, you're going to give me your KPIs. Promote it, let's say 3 times a day or 4 times a day, or give me 4 posts about the songs and everything. Now, after the 4 posts, if I like, I'll post the song again. If I like, I'll move on to the next available client. And of course, there's a next available client who is looking forward to me actually promoting his or her song. So are they actually making songs live for a short moment of time? Or are they contributing to songs short living in this industry right now?
Well, for me, I'm going to say no, because the key thing in all this is the actual product. When you are selling a product and it's something that is needed and is wanted, even when let's say the influencer is done, sometimes they can go back to it. We have songs you send to influencers and automatically they do like 20 videos because they've fallen in love with the content that you are putting out. So I wouldn't say they make it short-lived, because they are also not like the total promotion or marketing plan. It's up to the artist and the team to draw up a plan that will let the music last longer. Naturally, we are in an era where music consumption, yes, we understand it's short in terms of the span that people listen to music, that trend. It's usually like we call it fast food music. But the truth is, if the music is good, you're going to have people who are going to replay it every single day.
That's true.
And you'll be getting the revenue that you need. So the product has to be good for it to last long.
All right. Now, Sakina, do these influencers have the critical and the technical, let me say, acumen, let me put it that way, to actually contribute to the promotion of music in Ghana? Because, you know, I can understand when they are promoting, let's say, a product, because let's say, okay, I'm using this product, so I can promote it. But when it comes to music, which is an intangible product, do they have or do they lack the right technical abilities to promote some of these things?
It's a bit of a tricky one. The reason I say that is because there is no influencer who is a magician. So the song can come out, and yeah, they may like it, but then maybe the people are not feeling it at that time. So as an influencer, it's also on them to actually make that city or that dollar work harder, irrespective of what the people are saying. So they have to try and be a magician, but even though they're not, so they're drumming it on the people. The people are, I don't want it, I don't like it. The radios are like, I don't want it. People are not playing it, and they still have to push it because of again they're doing a job. But at the same time, they do have the influence to also build upon that. I would say the best way is normally when they think outside of the box, and it's not the methodical way, because people love things that are new and varied and exciting, and it's not the same old cliche way. Once it's new and varied, people are like, I want to jump on it. So it's very tricky, I think, for an influencer to be able to say, I can take this song from here to there. I don't think any brand can say that they can take it from here to there. Even labels, they find it hard to, because the consumer is the ultimate person who actually changes the trend or the direction of how things go. So you can put it out there, and then that's why we change things constantly. There's so many reels, there's so many trends, there's so many actions, there's so many dances, there's so many movements, there's so many different things going on, because we try one, it doesn't work, we try another, until the point that sometimes people get sick of it, the song dies down, and then it comes back round, and when it comes back round, that's when people are on it. So it's like, it's peaks and troughs. But it all works in different movements, depending on what the consumer ultimately wants.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, I want to come in studio and come to Yardan because he is more into the distribution of music.
Right.
Now, can you take us briefly through the distribution process for music? So when it's made in the studio, how or what are the processes it goes through before it gets to me, the consumer, who probably I'm on a DSP or I'm on any streaming platforms to be able to get to enjoy it?
I mean, when the music is done in a studio, I mean, when it's finally mixed and mastered, you have the audio file, like the wave file. So they are assets that you need to do your distribution, basically. So we have what we call the artwork, we have the lyrics, you have the wave, like I mentioned earlier. I mean, so these are the main things these are the main assets that you need to do your distribution. And when you have all these assets, you need what we call the metadata. So the metadata is a digital information that you send along with the music that you send to the stores. So the metadata is your artist name, your song title, the year of release of the song, the genre of the song, the composers or the copyright owner of the song. So all this information, you need to send that to the stores. So that, I mean, when it comes to royalty payment, the platform can accurately report on the royalty payment and send them to the right people who really the right owners of these songs. So these are the things that you need. And the next one is to decide on whichever platform that you want to use for your distribution. Okay. So we have what we call the aggregation platform, and we have distribution companies. So that the aggregation platform, an example is TuneCore, DistroKid. So with those, you just pay a yearly subscription or a one-time fee. Then you send your songs to the stores. Then you keep 100% royalties of your earnings. There are distribution companies like 1RPM. 1RPM, you have to sign up with them. They will take a percentage of your earnings because you don't have to pay to send the music to the stores. So those are your distribution companies. The Empires and the rest are also labels that provide distribution services. Okay. So when you have your assets, you have your metadata, everything in line. Now you decide on which platform you want to use to send the music to the store. Okay. And now when you decide on which platform, now you have to now upload the assets, now input the metadata, like I said, into the system. Now the system will now schedule a date of release, or you can choose when you want your music to go live. It's always advisable that at least you give it like a 2-week lead period, so that within that 2-week lead period, you can then pitch to platforms like ChannelOne TV, City Radio. Tell them we have a new song coming in 2 weeks' time, so you want them to playlist them maybe on their mid-morning show, on their drive time show. You can send a pitch to Boomplay and Dodo as well, that we can also prioritize that in our playlist and our DJ mixes. So you need to do that 2 weeks before, because I mean the editors or the curators will need to take their time to listen to this music and decide on where to place the music in their platform, on their platform. So I mean, so these are the process that you need to go through to send your music to the DSPs. Right. Yeah.
Now, where does the influencer promotion come in? Is it after the 2 weeks or before the 2 weeks?
So the influencer comes in when the music is live, because
when the music is live. Okay.
The influencer can only use the music on the platforms when the music is live, it's available on the platform. So just on your release date, I know some labels normally like to kick in their influencing campaign 2 weeks after they've released, just to make sure and see which of the lead way to go with their campaign. Some will want to kickstart the campaign immediately on the release day. So with that, like our beautiful lady said, just as you go, you tweak it along as you go. But then when you can release like in a month after you start your release, it gives you the direction of, okay, I know this is the kind of content that people would like to make with the music. So when I'm approaching an influencer, I know I need to go for a food influencer. Either I'm going for a food influencer or a sport influencer or a fashion influencer or any type of influencer.
Somebody who has specialized in any of the fields that they are.
Because then you can clearly tell that maybe your music is good, like a background music for people who are making like food programs, those who are into fashion programs. You just need to decide on where to place the music and the kind of influencer that you use for your campaign.
All right, all right. Now, NYB, are influencers tastemakers?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe we've gotten to the point where they've become tastemakers. They've become tastemakers. You know, back in the day, it used to be DJs.
Yes.
Right now, it's not. But the DJs now look to your favorite influencer to actually playlist.
Yeah. Oh. So have influencers now taken over the taste-making job from DJs?
I won't say totally.
Okay, totally. But I mean, yes, they hold a bigger percentage if you're comparing it to DJs.
No, at this moment, yes, because I have artists who come to me, they want to do marketing promotion. And if you look at the budget for influencers and look at the budget for DJs, you realize the budget for DJs, like, maybe 10%.
One
But the
third of
budget
the-
for influencers can even go up to 80%, depending on.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because because here's the thing, we live in Ghana where royalties are like non-existent or very small.
Yeah, very meager.
So why wouldn't you rather invest in the digital platform that will read back into the business rather than spend on a place where you're not getting back? So that's like the major mindset. And because the DJs are now relying on the influencers, it has reduced their influence. You get it? So that's why influencers now can tell us as an industry that if they don't do a video with your song, you'll not blow.
No go blow.
That's where the audacity comes from. Yeah, do you get it?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I believe they've become tastemakers.
All right. So, Sakina, would you then, or is it safe to say that influencers are now the gatekeepers of the music industry?
I don't want to give them that trophy. They are more or less on that direction. They're on that trajectory. They definitely are. They are setting a lot of taste for people because everybody wants what's trending, and nothing trends more than 5 minutes. So everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon wherever they can, and most of the time it's the people that are front and center who hold a screen somewhere or another.
All right. I mean, Yauda, you wanted to add something to this?
I mean, I just wanted to say that I don't think they are gatekeepers. I think, they are influential in the space, but I don't think they are the lead influencer people in the market can be. Because personally, I feel that artists still hold the power to their own breakout. I mean, every artist that have broken out on social media have broken out through themselves. I mean, Black Sharif broke out through his own video.
Yeah.
It wasn't an influencer that put out onto Black Sharif. You know, so many artists that have broken out in our market have blew up by themselves. And the platform even encourage artist-generated content. So I still think that in as much as that, the influencers add a certain weight and push the music to the consumer directly, the artist or the label still holds that gatekeeping key.
Oh, yeah. Wow. But it's very, very good because, sometimes I think very recently, I even mentioned it earlier in the submission that, they now have they were making statements or influencers were making statements like, if you don't partner with us, your song is not going to blow. Does it then mean that if I drop a song today, until I partner with an influencer, my song is going to blow? Because that way we'll be able to strike the right balance between an influencer pushing your song and then also you, the artist, working on your distribution and then also your marketing. Do you get?
Okay,
so until I partner with an influencer, does it then mean that my song is not going to get to where it's supposed to get to?
I mean, we've seen Amrado and even currently Paluta, they've actually defied that thing. Amrado from Kwekwanansi has been putting himself out there himself. He blew Kwekwanansi himself by the numerous content he was producing on TikTok. King Paluta did the same with the song with Rapfada, Asida, and even a very recent one. So, artists, like I said, artists still has that power. If you don't have that power, then you need to know if you need to collaborate with artists, with the influencers. Because in as much as you need the influencers, you, the artist, also needs to be very much visible on all these platforms too as well. Because it cannot just be them without you being in the midst of everything. So, because like she said, an influencer will jump on the campaign for a month, and there's like when it's not catching on, they're tired, they're trying to move on to the next one. But the person who can keep this campaign moving on is you, the artist, because that's your product, and you can keep adding that your influencing power to the music for other people to see, so that they can also jump on it. So basically,
so to add to what he's saying, when I approach most artists, what I tell them is, you are your number one influencer. You as an artist, you're an influencer. Like in the street, it's your product. You are the hawker. You are the only one who is going to consistently do this for 3 months, 6 months, and not feel tired, because that's your baby. Do you get it? And also to reiterate what he said, Can Promise and even Dance God was a Can Promise video. Safu Newman was a Safu Newman video. So at the end of the day, the artists are the focal point of this whole business that we are doing. And if you are not hawking your music as much as you should, then no influencer can help you because you are the number one influencer for your own product.
All right. Now, Sakina, I want to ask you this, and it's do you believe in this whole charts. Oh, don't do your face like that. You do your face like I'm coming to you. You know, people are so obsessed with, oh, my song was in the top 100.
Right.
My song was in the top 50.
Right.
Is this something that an artist should be fixated on? Or it's something that if it happens, fine, but you focus on producing good music? Do you really even believe in this whole chart thing? So my song is #1 on the chart, so hey, that means my song is the hottest in the country.
Honestly, and what I say to my artists, it depends on your goal. Some people's, that's not their goal. Some people, they just do music because they want to do music and they have the love and the passion for it. So if it hits a certain spot, it's okay. If it hits charts, if it goes global, that's also great. And some are like, no, I want it to go global. Some are like, no, I just want it to hit a particular region. So personally, I think it depends on the goal you have. And then that is where you want to hit. They're the ceilings you want to go for. If, for instance, some people may hit a chart, they might get in the top 100. And they're like, and so it doesn't do anything for me. Some people are like, yeah, I want to be in the top 100 and I only want to be there because I'm going to get some money. But then they realize when they get there, they don't actually get a paycheck. So again, it depends on what your goals are and understanding what it looks like. Because no, the artist is never going to know everything. And that's why they should have a very good sense of a team around them that are in the right spots doing everything and be able to educate the artist on what their returns should look like.
All right.
So that they understand that when these things come in, this is what they look like. Not everything is about money. Not everything is about collateral. But sometimes artists do think, oh, it's about the dollar. It's about this. No. So it's about understanding those measurables, having set goals and having a look at it. But if you want to be in the charts, go for it and shine and push and push and push. Yes.
All right, but I just want to ask you, like with this personal question, it's just to all of you. Have you or has any of you loved a song because the song, or has been drawn to a song because the song was, say, #1 or #2 in any chart? So let's say Apple charts, Shazam, whichever way. Have you been drawn to any song like that before? Has a chart position or the song's position on a chart influenced your love for any song? Has it ever happened to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it has happened to me.
And can you share
happened to
experience?
me. Yeah. For instance, Thames, Me and You. I wasn't even aware of it. I didn't even know what was going on. And then I heard it because I heard it on the radio station. The only reason I heard it on the radio station because it was hitting in their top numbers, apparently. And that's when I went, what is that? Boom, and I bought it straight away. And that's how I loved it. But sometimes I'm just listening to whatever I want to listen to and I pick it up. But yeah, for instance, that's my example of Thames, Me and You. That's how I got into it and I love that song. But it was trending, apparently.
All right. Y'all done? Any experience like that?
I mean, I wouldn't say like check out the music, but I mean, I've seen someone in the chat where I've paid attention to the artist.
Okay.
He mentioned his name, Safo Newman.
Okay.
I mean, we heard the music on social media, but then I started paying attention to him when he started climbing up the charts on Apple, you know. Yeah.
All right.
Same. I won't say love. I don't think I've fallen in love per chart position, but based in the industry I am, when I see songs being Shazammed and I'll see new songs or new artists in the chart, I need to pay attention. I need to listen to what is actually happening, whether it is actually organic or is paid for. We need to find out. So
some farmers.
yes. Yes, we have farmers, but they don't do cocoa.
We have farmers. Who are farmers? Oh, why you can't be 3 times ahead.
I mean, what he's trying to say is stream farming. That's what he's trying to say.
Oh, yeah. What's stream farming?
So stream farming is.
That's another topic on its own.
That's another topic for another day where people actually, labels or artists and their managers actually, engineer their music to the charts. You know, where they use bots, not real human being listening. They use bots to play their music and get them into the chart. You know, they use that to generate headlines so that they can use that to do whatever they need to do, generate headlines for PR and all that.
So that's stream farming. They use bots. So, because I know people do it a lot with YouTube, where they will just keep their video playing and then, you know, they will be able to accumulate the...
On some DSPs, is very much is happening on some DSPs.
Oh.
Some other DSPs to have measures to, you know, curb that.
To curb that.
Yeah, but others have opened it up.
Does it then mean that if not all 100,000 streams in a day are 100,000 human being streams in a day?
It could be if it's a stream farmed song, then it could be that majority of those plays are coming from bots and are now coming from like real human beings. You know? Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. But why would an artist want to do something like this?
Like I said, I mean, get you into the headlines. You know, like the moment you enter Apple Music top 100, top 10 chart, you can generate headline out of it. You know, artist is on Apple Music top 100.
Yes.
You know, it gives you that momentum. It builds momentum. It gives you momentum to move on whatever you're doing. So
some to also want to get signed. So
yes,
faking the numbers allows
to get attention with the labels.
The labels.
Oh, so if you don't, okay, I mean, because these labels are also dealing with numbers.
Yes.
Yes.
But how then are they able to investigate to know that, hey, you have not been able to hit these numbers that you claim you've hit and all of that?
That should tell you where the business is. So these guys are not really here to audit anything. The moment they see the numbers, it's like they're going after the next hot thing. I mean, it's all about getting the bigger market share. So there's no time to properly audit if this guy is a true artist or maybe this play are true people listening. It's just we've seen numbers, let's throw money after it and let's go.
Because sometimes you see a song in the chat, but you know the song no dey street.
Yeah.
You know that you not heard the song anyway. You've not gone to a party or passed by a pub or a radio station or anybody playing that song, but you see the song in top 10.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Wow.
Yumbeni.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it has happened before. I wouldn't want to mention the song, but I saw a song in the top 10. I was just like, what's this? But then after that, after I saw it in the top 10, that was when I saw it now on social media, where now influencers were now building with it and everything.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what they do, because now, like you said earlier, the DJs are now looking at the influencers to pick up their music. So what these guys do is that they know that a DJ will pick up a song on Apple Music Top 10 and play it constantly without him walking to that DJ to play. So they will engineer that from the back. Make sure their song is on the chart. Then when that DJ goes on the DSP looking at which of the songs are charting, they will see that song, they will download it, and they will start playing it. Then it will create that real impact for the song. Like you said, like you saw one, then later on you saw it building up on social media. So I mean that's how they do it.
All right.
It's
Now,
like fake it till you make it.
fake it till you make it. I like that. But now let's circle it back to the role of social media influencers. So recently we saw this whole, and Sekina, I'll come to you on this. So we saw this whole thing where the FDA is cracking down on artists promoting alcoholic beverages and everything. On the back of that, should social media influencers be held responsible for any song that is promoting vices in society? Recently, we saw a song that was promoting people using, you know, some, you know what I'm talking about, you know, some items, let me put it that way, lightly, in the music video, and it went big and viral on social media, and people were promoting it. So social media influencers be held responsible for a song that has gone viral like that, which has like the tendency to become a vice in society?
Yeah, I think the influencer is responsible.
Yes,
Okay.
but I mean, Sekina, let Sekina take this first.
Oh, no, it's calm, he can talk. But yeah, they should be.
Wow.
Everybody should be held accountable for their actions. No, why should anybody be getting off scot-free? If this is the law of the land and this is what we're looking at, then yes. But at the same time, it's part and parcel. So because the influencers influenced it and it's gone viral, should the artist not be reaping the benefits from it? Or should the artist be the one who's going to be confiscated and be fined? No, like it has to come part and parcel. I'm very much a very big believer of the left hand washes the right hand and vice versa. So if you're going to use my product to do your thing and elevate you, there's going to be a consequence to it. So you're going to have to take part of that as well.
So would you then, now in studio, would you then say that a social media influencer should screen what they are going to promote on their social media platforms before they put it there?
Exactly. I mean, we rarely said from the beginning that it's a business, so you need to treat it as such, and you owe it to the community that you influence, that you make sure that you make sure that they are guided, they are protected, and everything. And you make sure that you always push the right product to them. So you are responsible to your own community at first, you the influencer, before the artist and all. So the artist is also responsible for that, and you the influencer too, you are responsible. So if you have a team, you and your team needs to review and audit whatever product is being given to you before you decide to go and influence your community base about that product.
Yeah, anything you want to add to that?
So I think it's what he said. As an influencer, you are responsible for any person taking your advice. Yes. You are responsible for any single person you are influencing. That's why you don't go after every money. Even with me, someone will say, I just post music. I won't post a certain kind of music.
So are you particular about the lyrics of the song, the notion of the song, the if there's a music video, the content of the music video? Are you particular about all these things before you post the song?
So for someone like me, the sonics of the music and definitely the messaging, because I have people who look at me in a certain way. You know, I wear glasses already. It's already a stereotype. You get it?
You know, they look at glasses people as some nerds.
You get that thing. But the most important thing is always the sound, because I know that when I post music, people take in interest in the type of music I post, and they see me as probably a taste maker. And I wouldn't want to dilute it because of money, because when you dilute that influence, you are no longer influencing. You are no longer trustworthy. That's why as an influencer, you are building trust between yourself and your audience.
Okay.
So you need to be mindful of what you sell to your audience, because a fitness influencer cannot promote steroids and stuff. That's being inorganic. You get it? So we have to be very careful. And like it's like a child influencer influencing Pooh by Last Med. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
You get it? Because even recently I saw him performing to a high school, and I was like, he shouldn't be performing this song to a high school, because if you listen to the lyrics and you know what he's saying, these are children under 18 who might be influenced to practice what is being preached in the music. You get it? So even with little kids, some of them even singing J-Bar songs. Sometimes I'm critical, because there are lyrics in there that do not serve the purpose for someone who is under 18. And as a nation, we've not been mindful of that.
Some of these things, that's true.
Yes, we've really not been, we see that it's just music. But I have seen kids who are practicing illicit drugs because of what they heard. Because even in our generation, we had mates who were actually doing stuff because they heard it in a Lil Wayne song, or they saw Lil Wayne holding a cup. So that's the sort of influence that influencers have over their audience.
All right. Now, Sekina, should influencers sign contracts then? If you are looking at all of these things, should influencers then sign contracts to be able to say, okay, I am going to influence this. This is the content of the music and everything. However, if there is any crackdown, maybe I don't want to be part of it. Or I'm signing a contract with you to tell you that, hey, we are doing this, and when anything happens, we are in this together.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying how people. I'm not going to say how people should run their business. But personally, if an artist has a manager and they have a good team, they will be looking at all of the assets for that particular artist. So it's in the interest of the team for the artist to make sure every I is dotted and every T is crossed. So if that includes having contracts, yes, because it is the product, it is the artist. It's not my name, it's the artist's name. So for me to protect them, I need to make sure everything is checked off and done well, especially where I'm paying for a service. It's like I go to a shop, I get a receipt, I get a documentation to say that I've purchased something. It's the same thing.
Now, you've been part of this whole music distribution space. How big is the influencer industry likely to get, looking at how it is growing now?
I mean, it can only get bigger with how big the platforms that they are very influential on get. I mean, TikTok, I don't think TikTok is ever going to get away from music promotion. So just as TikTok keeps getting bigger, I mean, the influencers on this platform are continuously going to be bigger, because TikTok drives music consumption very much. Instagram Reels is also doing the same too as well. So I think it's just going to get bigger just as this social media platform gets bigger. More is going to come along, definitely. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 years. There will be another platform that will just come up, and a new block of influencers will now come up again. So, I mean, I don't think it's ever going to get away, looking at the digital ecosystem that we are in.
Sure.
So we just have to.
You are neck deep in this space, and I really want to ask you about this, because right now there are things that sometimes when you promote a certain song on IG, Facebook, you get strikes.
Right.
So does it then mean that TikTok is being given, like, it's been licensed to say, okay, you can post this song here because, I mean, you are an influencer? Or how does it work? Because I don't understand why some people are striked and then some people it doesn't work. Nothing happens.
So all the platforms license music to their music library, like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So what they encourage you to do is that they want to use you as the user, use music from their music library. So you go on TikTok, you search for the artist, and you use the music from their library. They don't want to encourage you to record your video and sync the audio to your video before uploading on their platform.
Oh, okay.
Then they cannot monetize that audio in that visual that you uploaded. So they want the audio should be from their platform. Then they can properly monitor that song and how it's being used, and then they can pay the royalties to whoever the content owner is or the content creator is. So you just have to use the music from their library. If you don't use the music from their library, then they're definitely going to mute the sound. And if it exceeds the 30 seconds mark, so within the digital ecosystem, when a song exceeds 30 seconds, the platform is supposed to pay royalties to who owns that content or that music. So when your video exceeds that 30 seconds mark, then that means the platform will have to now pay royalty for music that you have used, which is not on their platform. So that's why they mute it. And they are trying to encourage you to use what is on their platform. Then they can properly pay the owners of the music that you are using.
But it's good Yaldan has highlighted this because most artists do not know that when their fans or even they themselves do not use the music in the library, they don't end.
Oh, so if you don't use the music in the music library of the social media platform, you don't earn any money.
And they'll mute it too.
They'll mute it.
So as artists, as artists and labels, that we need to encourage the fans to keep on using the music in the actual library. You get, because you go on TikTok, someone has like 20,000 videos, and it's not the audio that's in the library. That's cost 90 money. It's just for the face.
So I've uploaded something.
Yes.
It is no music from the library.
Yes.
It has 200 million or 20,000 or 200K views or likes, whatever it is. I'm not going to make money from all these views that has come.
Because you are not using the music from the library. You get it. That's why even most people don't use the music from the library, and then they'll strike it or they'll mute it, and then they'll be complaining plenty.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah.
So we need to encourage our fans out there. I see I'm an artist. Our fans out there
You are
to use the music in the library.
Okay.
You get it. Even some of the artists do not know.
Yeah.
You get it, and it's worrying sometimes.
All right. Now, Sekina, before we go, what will be, your advice to artists, influencers out there who are trying to influence music, or artists who are trying to patronize the services of influencers? Any advice you have for them, things they should look out for, what they should do, and all of that? This one, are giving us consultation 101. 30
this
seconds.
one, I cannot give for free. I think a lot of it's already been said, if I'm totally honest. And do you know the funny thing? This is one of the things about consultation. I'll just add this in. A lot of people do come and say, "Oh, can I get a consultation with you?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool." But they don't realize that a lot of the stuff I've already said to them for free is actually what you're going to get charged for. So it's about listening to what people are saying and not just actually talking over it. But the biggest thing I would always say is do your research, check everything out. As an artist, you are a brand, first and foremost. You are the person that is going to be on the forefront and be seen. You have a vision. Don't let anybody squander that. Don't let anybody put it down. Make sure you have the right people that are working with you and around you. Not necessarily the people you grew up with, not necessarily your boys, but people who are the right people in that particular field, and work with them. And then also the influencers, again, they also should have the right management and the right team and people. But whoever you work with, do your research. Everybody can say they're Joe Blogs. Everybody can say they're the King of England. Anybody can say anything, especially in this world we live in today. There's so many things, the social media, the internet can show you that anybody can be anybody. But do your due diligence and check everything, because it's your money, it's your brand, it's your product. So check it out until you have peace of mind and use those people. But don't always think to yourself, "Oh, I'm using this person, so that's it." No. If you get aggravated with it and you feel like you need a change, not everything is permanent. Things are for seasons. So test things, move them around. Sometimes you may need influencer for a particular type of sound that you're dropping. Sometimes you need a particular influencer for a particular movement that you're going through. It's not all of them that you're going to take. You're not going to have the same one breadth all the way through. But you should also have a social media activist or a social media personnel in your team, and that job is a huge job. It's not just posting on social media. That's rubbish. It should be so much more. They're doing their research to find out what's trending, telling the artists these are the sounds that are going on, these are the trending artists, they do so much more. But yes, I think it's definitely about doing your research first and foremost, and being able to format the team around what makes work for you as part of your plan and what you want to do. But if you don't have a plan, then there's no point. You need to have a plan. Honestly, you do. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Sakina Ado, man.
You're welcome.
This is proper 101. This one is a whole crash course that is giving us here on social media influencing and music. But Yardan, before we go, can you tell us a little bit about Mdundo.com? I mean, it's a music platform and all of that, but most people wouldn't know anything about it. So, I mean, in wrapping up today's conversation, can you just tell us about Mdundo.com?
Okay. So Mdundo.com is a web-based platform. We are a music downloads platform. We offer free music downloads to users where we pay royalties from the advertising revenue that we generate from the advertising partners we work with.
Oh, okay.
So any artist can just go on our platform.
And is it licensed?
Yes,
licensed to upload for them to download?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, so the uploading process is the licensing process.
Okay.
So you go on to www.mdundo.com, then you sign up, create an account, then you upload your MP3 of your catalog on the platform. Then you start promoting across social media to maximize the download numbers. Then you can earn royalties from every download that you generate from the platform.
Wow.
Through the advertising revenue that we generate.
All right. Nice one. Thank you very much. You're done. Now, anything for them before we go, Charlie? Anything for the boys?
Anything for the boys?
Yeah.
Oh, the only thing, those are signed new artists.
Oh, really?
They are signed new artists.
Who is that?
Name is Kwesi Valley. I think Ghanaians should watch out for him.
Kwesi Valley.
Yeah, Kwesi Valley.
How do you spell the valley?
Through the valley of the shadow of death.
So Valley.
Yes, please.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, what genre of music does it do? Is it an alternative artist? Afrobeats?
At the moment, it's a trapper, but definitely going to enter into the Ghanaian rhythm to make it more relatable. So, yes.
All right. Thank you very much. I mean, NYB's new artist, Kwesi Valley, so make sure you check him out because he's going to do a lot of things. And also make sure you check out Mdundo.com for all your music that you want to download. I mean, they have the latest music there for you to download. So make sure you check it out and make sure you download. And also, thank you very much to you, Sakina Ado. I mean, it's always a vibe when I have you here. I can see you are in the streets of UK right now. I mean, Charlie, try to do some one or two things. Thank you very much for sticking with us, staying with us, and also making time to be here with us.